Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy New Year, everyone. Boy, it's been a minute since I've been here, huh? At the holidays, I decided to take some time and spend it with family and try and get things cleaned up, which I still have my Christmas decorations up, so I'm not sure exactly what I did. Oh, I'm still the hot mess I've always been. To know me is to love me as a hot mess. So, well, today is catalog launch day. Woohoo! I'm so excited. There's so many pretty things in here. Let's see. Okay, does it looks like my video froze. The weather is awful around here. Oh, there we go. I paused it myself. Oops. Okay. So, anyway, yeah, we've had a little bit of rain. I think we are at, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9 inches to date from the beginning of December. I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I know that by the end of the weekend, we're supposed to be at 7 plus for the weekend. Yeah, it's right now we're in a lull, so that's a good thing. The winds were crazy last night. So we live in North Reading, so we get a little bit more rain than the airport does. I know they said that to date, I think it was like 4 something, or I don't know. But anyway, let's move on to this wonderful these two catalogs we've got. It's Sale-a-bration, starts today, runs through the end of February. It's only 2 months this year. We're not having a second one. So now's the time to enjoy all the freebies. For those that don't know what Sale-a-bration is, it's a sale period that for every $50 you spend either in the new mini, which, okay, let's face it, $50 is going to be really easy to spend in here right now, you will get to choose a free item out of here. They've got some beautiful papers. This paper, this Dainty Flowers, goes with the Dainty... I don't know all of the items yet. In fact, I don't have this set, but it goes with the Dainty, what is it? Dainty, I know you're out there, somebody's out there yelling. It's this. Let's go back to the back. This is what I like the best. If you go to the back of the catalog, you can see all the items that you're looking for. Like this is the Dainty to Light on page 55. There we go, right there. So the paper in the Sale-a-bration catalog goes with this bundle. So you buy the bundle at $54.75 and you get to choose that paper for free. Isn't that fun? And then they have this beautiful Day at the Farm. I know we have some people who live on farms around here. This is a really fun set, and it coordinates with, does it tell me in here? Let's see. Let's go back to the back. And that's another one I don't have yet, but it is on my list. You know, just like everybody else, I put together a list, and it takes me a little bit to get it all. Okay, so it's On the Farm, page 34. See if we can get to 34. There it is. Look at that. The stamp set has coordinating dies, and it cuts out the sheep, the chickens, the barn, the silo, flowers, trees, cows, hay, pigs, plants. But isn't that adorable? So, I'd love to go through every single page on the catalog, but to me, I have to have a paper catalog. I want to sit down with a cup of coffee, iced tea, adult beverage, no judging here, and just peruse through it. So if you don't have your catalogs yet, shoot me a text or send me an email and I'll make sure you get a set. Today, we're going to be playing with part of this suite. This is called the Country Floral Lane, and it has not only a stamp and punch, which is what we're using today. It has 2 different sets of designer series paper, some ribbon, and some new sequins. They're adhesive back sequins. And you can choose either, if you get the suite, you get it all. This is a stamp and die set. This is the stamp and punch. This is what we're going to be playing with later today. But there's just so many fun things in here. Look at those love cats. They're cute. There's the share a milkshake. What else is in here? There's some more fun paper and stamp and die set with animals. Flowers. We always have flowers. Can't go without having flowers in a catalog. You remember my gnome class? And I said, trust me, you're going to want to get the dies, which they are still available at the moment. We have a new gnome set called Friendly Gnomes, and it uses the dies from the holiday catalog. Aren't they cute? Ha. So, let me show you some other Sale-a-bration items. Here's some beautiful paper. That goes with another stamp and die set. Adorable owls. There is that dainty flowers, the farm. And then I'm going to show you some samples using the Beautifully Happy stamp set. This is free with a $100 purchase. And then here's some of that Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. That's also free with a $100 purchase. It's 48 sheets of paper, and it's just got spring written all over it. So let me show you some samples out of that. We played with it at our team meeting. Let's see. And we created 4 cards. And this was one of them. Isn't that pretty? Using that beautiful paper. Here's another card. Got to see the bling on there. There's the inside. Of course, you had to decorate the envelope with some more of that paper. Here is another stamp set. You can see I sprinkled on Wink Stella on that one. The inside's just very plain. I didn't stamp a sentiment on that. Some more of the paper. Now this one was different. I used early espresso paper and I embossed it with the 3D Posies, or Posies 3D embossing folder, and then we die cut the scallop contours out of pale papaya. We stamped it in early espresso, and there was the inside. I never had thought to use one of the dies for an inside layer. I don't know why. And then we stamped the envelope and added some of those little polka dots in the pale papaya. That's one set. If you follow me on my blog or through social media, you know, hi Lisa, how are you? Gotta have the cats. I know, I thought of you immediately. So if you follow me on social media, you know I am part of the Casing Tuesday bloggers. And this was one that I did a couple weeks ago, showcasing that Dainty Flowers set. And I actually used the Friendly Gnomes for the stamps. And then this past Tuesday, I used part of the Park Regency suite. Isn't that pretty? This was also one of my Casing Tuesdays. There's the inside. And of course, that beautiful paper. And then for those that are coming Saturday to my catalog launch party, this is a look at what we're going to be doing. And you can also get this class to go if you, I have this host code out. If you place an order using that host code and you spend $35 or more, you know you're going to spend more than that just so you can get the free owls or this paper. I will send you the project packets in the mail for free. So this is using that Dandy Designs paper and the adorable owls. And there's the inside. Of course, you have to decorate the envelope with that beautiful paper. This is such a sweet and simple card. This is using a piece of that Dainty Flowers, and we're using some parakeet metallic ribbon on it. There's the inside stamp set. Sending Thoughts, I think, is the name of that stamp set. That's another Sale-a-bration stamp set. And there's the envelope. And this is the card we're going to create today. I wanted to do this online so that whoever takes this class to go, they can see how to do this card. I saw this fold from my friend Rhonda, and I thought, I have to do this fold. So you open it up, and this is using that Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper. And there's the inside. Of course, you stamp the envelope. So that's the card we're going to do. And since it's Sale-a-bration, you know that we have a starter kit special. We always have one during Sale-a-bration. And this time you have 3 options. Getting this beautiful blue Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is one of them. So, normally our starter kit is always the best deal in the catalog, $99 plus tax, free shipping. You get to choose $125 worth of product. Now through the end of February, if you want just product, you'll get to choose $175 in product and spend the $99 plus tax, free shipping. Now, the other 2 options, they're both $129. You will get to choose $175 in product. Plus, they're going to throw in a paper pumpkin and, what's the other thing? Enjoyed a complete blank. You're going to get the free paper pumpkin and then free shipping. And all you have to do is pay the $129 or the $99 plus tax. If you pay the $129, you get to choose either this gorgeous boho blue Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine or the white one. This blue is actually a sneak peek to one of the new in colors that's coming in May in the new catalog, the new annual. Isn't that pretty? It has gray on the inside, basic gray of course, but isn't that beautiful? You know, I didn't stop and think to make a project to use that, but you know how that machine works. So I'll have links in my blog post today with information on joining my team. And then also for shopping if you want to get the projects from this weekend's catalog launch party. So let's take a look at this. We are using, like I said, the Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper. Oh, I forgot to show you one other item. It's going to be a ride today. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I'm just a hot mess. Okay, so this is using that Park Lane Regency Suite. I use the punch set for the flowers, the Designer Series paper. This is the die set to the Park Regency. I know I'm killing the names on this, and I'm sorry, Stampin' Up! But anyway, this is putting together just using one sheet of the 6x6 for that and the stamps. And then I used my Stampin' Right marker and made the border on the Designer Series paper with the dots, bringing in the dots from the stamp set and the paper. Isn't that a pretty layout? I just love that one. This may or may not be a sneak peek of a layout for my upcoming retreat in February, which we still have lots of room for anybody that wants to come. I'll have a link on my blog to give you more information on that too. So let's get started with today's project. This little heart and leaves we're going to punch from the Designer Series paper. And we're also using a piece of the new shimmer paper. Everybody loves shimmer. And this is a textured shimmer. I'm going to show you these. This is one of those things you'll see in the catalog and you just kind of gloss over. And you see that shimmer? It comes 6 sheets, 2 in balmy blue, 2 in, is it white or is it very vanilla? It is white. And then 2 in the shaded spruce. Look at that shimmer, isn't that pretty? Ugh. I just had to have some because of the shimmer. But like I said, when it's just in the catalog, you basically go right by it and don't pay much attention to it unless you're a shimmer freak like me. So here's the Country Lane Designer Series paper. This is the sheet that you can punch, and we're going to punch that out. I'll show you some of these other. There's a couple of ladies in our group that ride bicycles, belong to the Shasta Wheelman Association. There's some bicycles in here. There's some beautiful flowers and hearts and more flowers. There's that bicycle pattern. More hearts. There's the back. Isn't that pretty? So that's what we're going to use. We're going to cut out or punch out these hearts. And since I'm not using that bottom heart, I'm not going to worry about punching that out. So I'm just going to line this up in my punch, like so. Oops, okay, there we go. And that's that. We have our 3 pieces to go on the card front. There you go. Set this aside. And then I know we're going to need the trimmer too. So the card base is out of Petal Pink, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to do some trimming to make it a fun fold. Set those aside. Set these aside. So here we are, 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 5 1/2. We're going to cut 3 inches off what would be the card front. If you have an 8 by 5 1/2 square piece of paper, you could always just use that and then score it. Okay, there's that. That's our card front. We're going to add our designer series paper. And then we're just going to layer this on the inside. Make sure you can see me. Lay that on the inside. Like I said, this is Petal Pink on the front. So I'm going to add our little piece. This is a 1 by 4 inch piece of the same designer series paper. Add that there. Now I'm going to add a piece of ribbon. And this is the new Pool Party Grow Green ribbon. And you think you're going to use Pool Party on that? Well, there actually is Pool Party on this little piece. Not to mention, I love the pop of the blue in there. So let's cut this right about there. I'm going to wrap this around the front. And then we're going to just tie it in a knot. Now to try and give it a flatter knot, once you tuck this piece under, you want to grab it and turn it so that it flattens the ribbon out. See that? Lays much flatter. I'll just cut our little leg so that we make our faux bow, just like that. Okay. Now, we're going to add a piece of that. This is a 3 inch by 3 inch piece of that shimmer paper. And we're adding it to a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece of sweet sorbet. Just like so. Now since this is going to be a fun fold, we don't want to glue it all the way down. We just want to add some adhesive just to the side. Just like that. Okay. Now comes the fun part, making this little, what would you call it? A little cover, a closure. So I have a 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 inch piece of the designer series paper, and I'm going to add it to a 2 1/2 inch by 2 1/2 inch of basic white. I'm bring my trimmer back out, and I'm going to cut it on the diagonal. We've been talking about the trimmer in my Tuesday tips of the week in my weekly emails. So since I can see the track, I'm just going to put each corner in the track, cut it on the diagonal. So I have 2 pieces. This will be good for another card. We usually make 2 cards at once, right? Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, you know, we have these adhesive, what are these called? It's a full sheet of dimensionals, foam adhesive sheets. Or you could use our foam line tape. These are pieces I had cut from a prior class. And I'm just going to lay them at the corners. Just like so. And then I'm going to have this piece. Make sure I don't overlap. We're going to cut a little piece off here. I'm going to lay that down just like this. Okay. Now, I'm going to show, nope. So you're going to take the backings off your pieces of adhesive, whether it's the line, I'm still going to cut that little piece off, or the foam line adhesive, and you're going to add that to the corner of the card base, just like so, so that your card front tucks under the little closure. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now we're going to add our heart and leaves. If I can pick it up. I broke a couple of nails yesterday, and it's hard to pick things up without my nails. Okay, I'm just going to use some little dimensionals. And that's what I got. Let's throw this stuff out of the way. And add one here, one here, one here. No wonder I had these little dimensional backings all over the house. Take him out from under the little closure. I'm going to add him to the, let's move him up a little bit, just like that. Now we'll add them to our leaves. Add one here and one here. You can see these leaves are a different color. I think these are in mint macaron and those are in mossy meadow. And then there's the pool party. There's also some balmy blue in there. Okay, now we're going to do our stamping. Find my pieces here. Okay. Stamp the front section first. Oh, I'm looking for my Stampin' Pierce mat, and lo and behold, there it is. Set this aside. You know what? I think I forgot to put an envelope in there. I did. Haha. Again. I have a tough time with those envelopes, don't I? Okay. So, I won't need my heart since I don't have my envelope. Bless her heart. She tries so hard. Okay, so I'm going to use Sweet Sorbet for my sentiments. I'm going to use the sentiment that says, just wanted to say. I'm going to stamp it on this little piece of basic white. It's just a 1/2 inch strip left over from creating some of my projects for card classes. We never throw anything away, you know that. Okay, set that aside. We'll add him to the front. I'm going to close this because you know if I don't, I'm going to end up with it all over me. So we'll add some more dimensionals. If I can get it up. All right, there we go. And these are the mini dimensionals. We'll just set him right there. Oops, he's a little crooked. There we go. Oops, he's still crooked. All right, finally got him. Now I'm going to add some of these new, they're pastel adhesive back sequins. They come in gold, pink, I don't know if it's Blushing Bride or it's just pink, and then balmy blue. I'm going to use the gold because gold works really well for Valentine's Day, right? And then we'll add another small one up here. So the front is done. Put these aside. Done with him. Now I'm going to stamp my other sentiment, and it says, I love you. And that's going to go on. This piece is 2 3/4 by 3.5. I love you. And then we're going to add some flowers. The flower stamp image, it coordinates with that designer series paper. I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it to be real bold. I'm going to stamp that in the corner. You see that? Okay. Glue that in and we will be done with our project. Clean up a little bit. Just going to add some adhesive. Stamp and seal. Set this on the inside. You want to keep it close to the score line so that it hides behind, let's move that up a little bit, that layer. And we are done. How's that? Didn't that turn out cute? I love fun folds. They just, I don't know, they're just, it's different. Of course, that's why it's called a fun fold, right? Bless her heart. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's project and sneak peek of all the new items that are coming in the new mini catalogs. You're using that tool that I bought that I never use. Oh, come on, Lisa, you got to pull out that take your pick tool. That is my favorite. I use it for everything. The spatula part is, some people use that spatula more for picking up their embellishments. You can see I've got some adhesive on that, but I like to use it when I've got something that I adhered in the wrong area or crooked. You can just feed that spatula where the adhesive is and take your project apart. Isn't that cool? All right, everyone. I thank you for spending a little bit of time with the hot mess that I am. Again, if you'd like to get the 3 projects that we're going to be creating this weekend at my catalog launch party, just head over to my store, my online store, Scraps. It's actually scrapsbysissy.stampin'up.net, but I'll have links in my blog post. Use that blog post to purchase a minimum of $35, but to get this designer series paper or the owls, you'll need to spend $50, and I'll send this project packs to you for free. Thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Stay safe out there amongst this rainy storm that we have coming through, and I will catch you later. Bye.